So I'm walking through, I'm on the street, and I look up and some girl, beautiful girl, she's doing this. She's giving me one of these. And I said to her, I said, what is that? She goes, I love you, Harland. And I go, wow, that's nice, but it's a little bit personal. I don't really know you. You know, for you to do this and say, I love you. And she said, well, I think it's important we express what we're thinking. And she was hot and she's doing this. So I went, okay. And then I did this.
And then
this. And then she did this. And I said, no, thanks. I'm not into ass play, but thanks for asking. And then someone was watching and thought we were two deaf people, and they helped us across the road. It was just...
Because deaf people can't see.
Yeah. So...
Chicken chow mein, and I don't care. Chicken chow mein, and I don't care. The Harland Highway Show. The Harland Highway Show. My guy, my guy, my guy, my guy. My guy.
Slurp that water, guy. Get lubricated.
I'm lubricated, buddy.
Get you
wet and ready, buddy.
Are you? Do you see? I need some. I just got a little tickle. Maybe. Oh God, yeah. You got to kind of clear. People don't realize what an art form this is. We do.
Yeah.
Like they just think we sit down and gab. This is like we're trained specialists.
Yeah.
We're like, you know, if you're watching an MMA fight or judo guys or even those demented women that roll around on the mat and twirl the ribbon, those tards. Like,
It took me a second to figure out who the fuck you were talking about.
You've seen him, right?
Yeah, I got it now. Yeah.
When did that become a sport? Twirling a ribbon around. Like
and,
you
and who judges that? Like,
Yeah.
Who's like, no, that was a great wrist snap. You know, no.
You could take an autistic child to a fabric store and get the same thing, and no one's cheering for that kid destroying the store.
No, they're asking him to leave Joanne Fabrics.
Billy, you're tangled up in the silk. Stop it, Billy. God. Were you a sports guy?
Oh, yeah.
What was your sport?
Soccer was my sport.
Come on. There's no soccer in America.
I know, bro. I was an early.
Did you just play by yourself?
No,
Did you stand in a field and wait for 24 other people
to show up?
Yeah. There's no soccer in America.
Yeah, but we started in football, and then my parents get divorced, and the only sport they could get us to, because I have a twin brother, so the only sport they can get us to that works with their schedule is soccer.
Oh, God.
So we say, and we end up crushing. We were great. Soccer.
You were?
Let me tell you something, Harland Williams. Soccer and comedy have taken me everywhere in life. Everywhere.
Wait. I know you're deeply immersed in comedy. I thought the soccer thing was just a thing you did every Sunday when you were 9.
No, bro. We got into it.
You did?
Yeah, really into it. We had a coach early on. We were lucky.
Come on.
This guy studied the German soccer teams and learned the triangle that they would run. Like Phil Jackson had the triangle with the Bulls.
Right.
He showed us that. He showed us what crossing a ball from the strong side, they called it, to the weak. We're learning all these things that nobody else in our rec league is learning.
Wow.
Bill Hoffman.
You know?
And then we went and fucking crushed.
You crushed at soccer.
Crushed.
What position were you?
I was defense. I was never
So you didn't crush. The others did.
the fast guys up front. I was the guy
Let's not
cleaning
take credit.
up in the back.
Yeah, you were the guy standing by the goalie, shooting the shit. Let's not. Okay. You know what I mean? Nice try. You know what I think would make amazing soccer players? Have you ever played chess?
Yeah.
And when you lose, it's like you're there for 2 hours and it's a mind game. And when you lose, you get so pent up and angry. I would think losing chess players would make great soccer players because basically to me, a soccer ball is just a rolled up chessboard. And to get that aggression out, to kick that black and white checkered ball that looks exactly like a chessboard, you got that anger, you lost. You spent 2 hours doing the rook to the bishop 9, pawn to the queen 8, and boom, you just kick the shit out of that rolled up chessboard. And am I wrong?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I mean, listen, your chest is getting fired up.
Oh, dude, my nipples are glowing.
I can't. I know your eyes are up here, but as you get angry about soccer, I don't want to stop you. Who cares if you're wrong? I was fired up over this. You look great.
Isn't that nice?
You look great.
You like the nips?
I was about to say your nips look great.
I'm gonna flick one.
It.
Let me flick. Let me just flick.
I?
You want to flick one, guy? Oh, Daddy.
That felt good.
Daddy. Wow. It's kind of circulating through my body.
It was so nice to hug you today.
Yeah. Are you a hairy guy under that sweet black shirt?
I'm not a hairy guy.
I don't know how girls, like, I'm not a hairy guy underneath my hair here, but I don't know, do girls really like the hairy, hairy guys?
I mean, I'll say mostly I would say no, right? But however, there's somebody for everybody. You know? I
wonder if there's a primal thing, because we apparently evolved from cave people.
So those dudes with the back hair, like real thick. There's a lady out there. It's like, that's my shit.
But is there something?
More dudes.
Is there something primal? Oh, hello, Grinder. Grinder. I barely know her. But is there something primal in women where they might be attracted to the hair without even knowing it? It's in their DNA, like, ooh, caveman, me need hairy guy. Or I don't know why I'm asking you. Are you a woman?
No.
And why am I asking you?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what I think.
This is weird.
I think there's a truth to that, sure.
Yeah.
But I think also it's a level of how hairy. Like, do you mind a hairy lady? Have you ever dated a woman with armpit hair?
I dated a woman in Germany who had armpit hair.
Yeah.
And she was so stunning. She looked like a young Faye Dunaway that I was like, have all the armpit hair you want. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Put it on my face and make it look like I'm a werewolf. Like, go for it. Yeah. I didn't mind. And over there, it doesn't really matter. But I got to be honest, if I see it on sort of a Lilith Fair bull dyke, suddenly I ain't such a fan.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it depends on the beauty. And I know that sounds shallow, but it is what it is. It's reality.
Yeah, you're attracted to what you're attracted to. And then you'll say, okay, here are my boundaries. How far am I going to go with that hair?
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever been with a girl with the hairy armpits?
No hairy armpits.
The hairy legs, the lower legs, that one can be
stubbly.
Tough.
Stubbly.
You ever had one where it's long, though?
No.
Where you feel like...
Have you?
I think somewhere in the back of I think I blocked it. I think I psychologically, but somewhere in the back of my memory banks, I feel like I was with a woman under the sheets, and it felt like my hands were going through Tom Selleck's lower legs.
Tom Selleck.
Like just that kind of beefy.
Not his legs, just kneecaps down.
Just kneecaps down.
Tell down, dude.
That sort of Magnum PI Hawaiian stink hair.
I can see it. I can see it in my mind. It's such a clear description.
And you know, now I had to block it out. God.
Oh, God damn.
I wanted to talk to you today about something that I always think about. Do you believe in the Matrix at all?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
I do.
So
more and more as I get older.
Talk to me.
Well, what do you mean? Do I just in general?
Like, do you believe we're in sort of a digital or altered reality or a Matrix reality? Or is this reality? Or is this just all an illusion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But my guess, my best hypothesis is it's not, I don't know if it's definitely not regular reality. We're in some sort of something. I don't know that it's digital.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's created by men or human somewhere. I don't know any of that. I believe, I'm not a religious man, but I am a spiritual man, and I know there's something higher going on around.
Yeah.
Which we could call the Matrix if you want, whatever it is. But it is, I don't know. I don't know if every single thing is predestined or if you have sort of some, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's definitely something higher going on. And there's definitely a matrix of sorts with the way everything works. There just is. I think to think that there's not is actually naive. It's like saying there's no other life outside of this planet. I'm pretty sure we're pretty sure there is.
And by the way, folks, before we go deeper into this is what you're going to get at the Harland Highway podcast. You go from armpit hair and nipples to is reality, is the world even real? Folks, here we are on the Harland Highway podcast with my special guest, my special buddy, Ryan Sickler is here. How are you, guy?
I'm great, buddy. Thank you for having me.
Oh, what a delight. We got off to a good start. I got a little nipple feel.
So did I, yeah.
You got one too?
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever had deja vu?
Yes.
So here's where I think this is a glitch in the Matrix.
Tell me, yes.
Well, think of it. Deja vu, you're just going about your thing. You're walking in the park with your dog. You're sitting at lunch with your girlfriend or whatever. And all of a sudden, you have this quick little moment where you go, wait, this has all happened before.
I've been here before.
I've been here. I know what's going to happen next. It lasts about 20, 30 seconds.
If that.
If that. Where does that come from? Why does that happen? Our brain shouldn't be programmed to do that. It happens to all of us. I think someone up in the control room, it's a little glitch where, when you're watching TV, it's like suddenly the screen does a little. I think that's the entree, the entranceway into the Matrix that proves that something's like, how would we have a pre-programmed idea or notion or any kind of insight into that moment called deja vu?
Yeah, I agree. It happens to me in places I've never been before.
Right.
I'll go on the road. I've never been to this place, this building, and I will. And I think we all say something similar, like, I've been here before.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. It's a very visceral feeling, and there's no doubt it's real. And you're like, what the fuck? And also, then I start thinking shit like, man, am I living the same life in the same places over and over and over again? I don't get to be a lady, in the 2086, or I don't get to be a warrior in 1812. Like, I'm just Ryan Sickler, and there's no other environment.
Yeah.
We're just doing the same shit again.
It's just, it's a really long Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
For eternity.
And it's like, man, if all that shit is real, can I go be someone else in another environment, in another time, in another era, in another anything?
Yeah.
I don't want to just be me unless then you get into the Buddha and all this. It's like you're you until you figure it out and you're the best version of yourself, and then you float off into whatever. I don't know. But there's definitely something else going on for sure.
This is the thing, like if it's you and you're living your life over and over again, as you suggested, then how is it we're stepping into that deja vu moment where we've been there before? But then if it is us living our life over and over, then time would have passed. We couldn't have been in that moment before because it would have been in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. So how are we having a relive moment in the current moment?
Exactly.
That's a glitch. Somebody up there, there's always a glitch. And I think if we examine deeper deja vu, which is also a delicious French snail dish in France, I think we go deeper into that, which no one ever has. I believe, Ryan Sickler.
That could be the portal, though.
That could be the portal.
What if we're just recognizing it and we're so shocked that we're having this moment instead of, when it's happening, maybe you get up and you go over there and you go. I don't know. I've never tried to move during that moment. I sit here and I take it in. What if now I remember? Now I'm going to think I'm going to try to move around like Zelda, push a bush or something like that. Speaking of which, real quick, watch my new special, Live and Alive, streaming now on my YouTube. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to
wait a minute.
You having deja vu about that?
I'm having deja vu.
I was having a deja vu that I forgot to say.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, watch my new special, Live and Alive, streaming now on my YouTube.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Say that one more time.
One more time, sure. Watch my new special, Live and Alive, streaming now on my YouTube. You've been here before, huh?
Oh, my fucking God.
I've been here before. Yeah.
Wow.
We've had this conversation.
Wow. Before. I've already seen your special. It's hilarious.
Thank you, Harland Williams.
It's hilarious. I deja vu'd your special, player. I've seen it, and I'm rating it. It's a winner.
Thank you so much.
Wow. But I think someone needs to investigate the deja vu thing.
What that is.
What it is. I think there's a movie there. I think there's
no
a movie
way.
called Deja Vu where someone goes into that portal or finds their way.
I'm with you. There's no way as humans, this body of flesh that we have on our skeleton, we should have that moment.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
we are a computer, sort of, or something is programmed or whatever. There's no way a species comes on somewhere out of dust
Yeah.
and then is like, and it has it multiple times in their life. I've had it a good handful or more, not just once.
And it's very vivid.
None of us should have that.
Yeah.
It's our first time here ever.
Yeah.
How can I even know that lady's about to walk out that door and then it happens? You're like,
yeah.
I remember doing it one time with my brother where I'm like, we're in our living room.
Yeah.
It's like middle school, high school, and I'm like, we're all hanging out, and I'm like, I've been here before. And they're like, what's going to happen next? And I said, the phone's going to ring, and boom, that motherfucker rang.
See?
It's in the 80s, too. It rang on the wall.
See?
And we're all looking at each other like, oh,
Well, here's the deal. Like, you hear about people that, like, die but come back to life, and only some of them say they saw the white light or they went into an ethereal place, right? But everyone, and that's only some people, but everyone we know has had deja vu. Mm-hmm. That's got to be an industry glitch.
And our generation grew up on a movie like Poltergeist where they tell you to stay away from that fucking light. But the answer might be to go to the light. It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if there's tech support for deja vu. Like, next time I see something and I'm like, oh, I've been here before, I better call India. Hello, how may I help you? Yeah, I just saw this lady walking her dog, and I knew she was going to cross the street. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up or we will come for you. Okay, like, somebody's got to manage deja vu.
And why is it that it's the same era?
Yeah.
If it's, 2023, why is it 2000? Why would it even be this year? Why are the people dressed of the era if this happened?
Right. Yeah.
So are we repeating the same cycle?
That's what's weird.
Is it Groundhog Day?
It's weird. We all have it, and it's all happening mentally, and it's very real because when it happens, you sort of stop. You sort of lock up, and you go, and it sort of freezes you a little bit. It's a little glitch.
Yeah.
I think there's something to it here.
I'm with you.
Speaking of movies, what would you say if you could give me the log line to your life? What's the Ryan Sickler movie? What would you?
Jeez.
If I know this is a toughie, like we're coming out swinging. But if I said to you, Ryan, pitch me the movie of your life in a log line, I'm not talking about the whole script.
I'd probably have to log line it to what I have my podcast at, which is highlighting the lowlights. I would feel like that would be the log line of my life.
It would.
Yeah, because I've literally done that with everything in my life. I've highlighted my lowlights in a way that I've brought it to my art or my comedy or my whatever.
Okay, so pitch me, and I'm going to help you. Pitch me the log line to your movie. It's like, Harland Williams, born a Canadian. His father was a truck driver, but always wanted him to be a race car driver. He goes into race car driving, and he wins. You know what I mean? Like, is there a story?
Oh, so you want more
like
of that?
Like the log line of Ryan Sickler's life.
Sure, log line of Ryan Sickler's life. I would say from 16 on, he has no parents and heads off to figure it out on his own.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's it. That's all I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 16 on, this is the story of a boy/man. When he turned 16, he lost his parents and had to figure out life on his own.
Everything in life, too.
Wow.
I was on Bert's podcast recently. He goes, who taught you how to buy a house? I said, I don't know the fucking house, Bert. Nobody taught me how to buy a house. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Why would he ask you that?
I learned how to tie a tie on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man. Not my dad.
Who taught you how to buy a house? Monopoly, obviously.
Finances,
Hello.
all that stuff. I didn't know any of that stuff.
Well, they don't teach any of that in school.
No.
I wonder what the world would look like if they did teach rudimentary, basic life skills.
They should be teaching all of the kids today, us included,
Yeah.
a business class. Like diversify the portfolio. Yeah. Here's a little business. Here's ChatGPT or whatever. Here's this.
Yeah.
Instead of like, you got to do math and go all the way through these. Like, you don't.
I'll be honest, I don't give a flying crap what William Shakespeare had to say.
I was forced to take Shakespeare.
I'm sure he was a great, prolific guy. Apparently he was the best writer ever. I don't think he's helped me in my life at any point. I've never gone in to buy a car or buy a home and said, how much thouest are thine mortgage rate, thy liege? Like, it's like, how much do you want to screw me for, and where do I sign?
I don't know that I use anything beyond basic math in my life.
Right?
Ever.
So why don't they tell us about relationships and money and housing, all the things that humans do?
Yes.
Why are they giving us all this stuff that's yes, they're parts of our life, but they're not the main thrust of our lives? Mm-hmm. Do we need to restructure the whole educational system?
Yes, 100%, yes. All of it needs to be shook up, yeah.
Yeah, all of it.
They should have a deja vu class. Like, what the fuck's going on in my mind here?
Yeah.
They should have a class for that.
I think there's a movie, a deja vu movie.
There probably is one out there that we're just unaware of.
Was there one?
I really don't know.
Was there one that Guy Pearce did?
There was one. Oh, you're talking about Memento.
Memento. Was that
deja vu?
Or was
I don't remember how.
That was him, like
reverse storytelling. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't think
there was one too. It wasn't deja vu, I don't think, but it was like Scanners or something like that with like Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland, and they were
Flatliners.
Flatliners.
Yeah,
and they'd be able to. Was it jump in dreams, nightmares, something like that?
Yeah, they could get into. No, they would slow your heart rate down so much that it would flatline, and then when you're in that flatline moment, they could get in there, and somehow you'd live some kind of ethereal life in that moment.
If we could get into the deja vu moments, could we control them differently?
Yeah.
Could we steer the course of our lives differently?
Or could we see if there's someone controlling those deja vu moments? Mm-hmm. Is there a puppet master? This is a bit too heavy.
Is the goal to go all the way through life again where you don't have one deja vu moment, and that means you've successfully completed this course and now we're moving on to the next thing?
Damn, Sickler. I've never done this before, and I think I'm on my 7,529 Harland Highway podcast. I've never shut it down in the middle, at the beginning of it. I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk around a bit. I'm going to clear my head and come back, because this is bullshit. This is too heavy. I don't think this deep. Neither do you. Let's stop lying. They don't have a clue either.
Stop lying.
I'll be right back. Fuck this.
Take your time.
Yeah. Unbelievable. This is crazy. I got a hammer.
Yeah. You're not going to put a shirt on, though, are you?
No.
All right, don't do that.
Why? Wow, dude. You ever see the cartoons?
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that. I have no chin. I feel like a pelican. You don't have any sardines, do you?
Right there. Are those sardines next
to
you?
There they are.
Yeah,
sardines. I just had to clear my head, bro. It was getting too.
Did you have an experience recently? Is that what made you think of it? What made you bring it up?
What brought it up? I was watching The Matrix. I saw The Matrix and all the numbers falling, and I just thought, is there a Matrix? And then I went, wait. The only real glitch I've ever experienced in my life to that theory is deja vu, and we all have.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I came back
here.
Take a break. God
take a break. Take a break. Long as you need.
Okay, what am I wearing right now? The perfect jean. Why? Because I want to be comfy. I want to feel free. I want to feel like I could jog, sprint, or tumble at any second. That's what you want in your jeans. The perfect jean. Comfort, flexibility, freedom. So no more sucking in the gut during the button zipper battle that we all have. No more chafing, no more flat ass or otherwise unflattering fits. The Perfect Jean always has free shipping, exchanges, and returns. You can have peace of mind knowing that your order is completely risk-free. And what's not risk-free is you're going to look great. These things fit like a koala hugging a eucalyptus tree. Just got to get them on. It's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc. Now, our listeners get 15% off your first order plus free shipping, free returns, and free exchanges when you use code Harland15 at checkout. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with promo code Harland15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about these jeans. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you, me. Screw your khakis and get the perfect jean. Dude, can you dial it down? This is not healthy for me.
I'm sorry. Bring up something else.
Yeah, let me see what else I got. Do you have a friend named Sparky?
No, but I did know a guy in college named Sparks, and I told this story on my album. This guy, so I played, again, back to soccer.
Oh, boy.
Played community college. I was all JUCO. I was good at soccer, brother.
Dude, you stood by the goalie. You were the defenseman. They never move. You stood by the goalie and shot the shit.
You're the
on
team
a grass
that we would have
field.
destroyed because that's what Americans thought. And then we're like, we're going to run past these fucking kids.
Just so you know, I played a little soccer too in my youth. I did.
What did you play again? What was it?
Soccer. I played a little soccer in my youth. Okay.
Say it again. Dude.
I played a little soccer in my youth. Soccer, everybody.
T-H-O-K-K-A.
Yeah, welcome to the World Cup of Soccer. You mother soccer. Okay, so Sparks
was
but
a guy.
not Sparky.
Not
Sparks.
Sparky. So
why
if you want
wasn't
me to
he a
stop the
Sparky?
story, I'll tell you why. He told me later.
Here we go.
Sparks apparently was a fat kid growing up. And he had a mini bike in Baltimore City. So he'd ride it all down through the alleys. And he was so fat that the fucking wheel well thing, or the thing would hit
and spark.
And it hit the ground and spark. And they were like, there goes Sparks. So they'd see him at night driving by. So
like a little firefly, a fat firefly.
Yeah, but he was the dude that threw the party where the guy got bit in the face by the alligator.
Say what?
Yeah, we were all playing soccer, and he throws this party. He's in Federal Hill in Baltimore, Maryland, where the Star Spangled Banner is written, Fort McHenry.
Yeah.
I should say Fort McHenry, not Federal Hill. That's where the party was. And we all just go down to sort of like get to know each other better. We're just practicing. You know, we know each other for 2 hours, a couple days a week here and there. So we all go to bond a little bit. And he's got some city friends, local guys that he knows downstairs. And the soccer guys are upstairs. And he's going back and forth. And then he comes up and he's got a little bit of cocaine on his face. And we're like,
Sparks.
okay, we get it now.
Sparks.
But he also has a pet alligator in the corner in this tank. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like a caiman or whatever, one of these things.
Oh, from South America. They're from the Amazon.
And he's got it in there. And he's so fucked up at this. He's going up and down all night long. And he goes over and he's just looking at us. He doesn't say anything. And he lays his arm in the tank.
Of course.
And he starts swaying it by. And we're like, dude, you're about to get we need you. You're on the team, dude. You're about to get your hand ripped off.
Easy, Sparks.
Sparks is laughing, having a good time.
Coked up.
Coked out of his mind.
Coked up with his arm in an alligator tank.
Swaying it.
That's cocaine for you right there.
And then he picks it up.
Yeah,
and I'd say snout to tail. This motherfucker's about this big.
Yeah,
and
about
it's
4 feet.
About that fat around the belly, and he's holding it so it's facing him like this.
Oh, I've caught him. In the Amazon.
So you know how big
I've held him.
Are.
Yeah.
So he starts dancing like Axl Rose, holding it. The mouth is right here.
Oh. You got eyes like a reptile child. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And we are fucking like, dude, I can't wait. This is why I love to be around people that do drugs, because I'm like, fuck yeah.
Wait, were you jacked too?
No, I've never done cocaine
So you
in
were
my life.
you were
I'm
sober.
drinking and smoking. I'm not sober, but I'm not doing what he's
So
fucking
you're
doing.
a little jacked.
I'm jacked.
Watching Sparks
buzzed, having a good
swollen
time.
around with an alligator or a crocodile.
He's kissing it. There's about maybe 8 to 10 of us on the team that are left. Other people have already split early. And he kisses it once, and we're like, dude, don't fuck. And he kisses it again, and I'll never forget Harland. He had this cocky look. He looked over to his left like this. There's nobody over there. He's just coked out his mind. He's looking over there like that. And he turns back around. That alligator said, wow. And I mean, clamped on his fucking face. Didn't just scratch, clamped. He starts screaming, dude, we are pissing ourselves. We're cheering for the gator. You know?
You got it.
And he's panicking. He's screaming, and he rips it. I mean, he rips it off of his face. And he puts it back in the tank. And amazingly, he is not bleeding.
Come on.
And he covers his face like this, and he's like, oh my God, I'm not bleeding. And he's not. And he covers it again, and he takes it off, and he's fucking gushing.
Bleeding.
Gushing. He is gushing blood down his face. We're like, boom. We're like, all right, party's fucking over. We'll see at practice, Sparks.
Whoa.
And then everybody's hitting him with the see you later alligators. And oh, man, he had to go to the hospital. He got a little dinged up, but he was fine.
He's lucky because those reptiles, the crocodilians as the Greeks called them, they go into what's known as a death roll. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, to grab and turn.
Right. So they'll grab their prey and then they'll twist in the water. They'll barrel roll in the water. And this is how they separate the flesh from the carcass. And if this caiman had Sparks' nose, he is fortunate that reptile didn't do it.
I think he knew it. He held him by the side. He was holding him like this the whole time. He would not let him go.
Oh, God.
He would not let him go.
That's one of those things, and I'm not encouraging you to take drugs, even though most of you do. That's one of the things, Rye.
Yeah.
When you do get jacked up, when you do get high on coke or mushrooms, that's why you do drugs. You want to see a human being in Chicago where crocodiles don't exist get his face eaten by a crocodile while you're high.
Yep.
That's why you get high. You dream of those moments.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You must have been laughing for
We're calling everybody on the team after that like, you guys, you missed it by 5 minutes, dude.
That had to be one of those laughs where you couldn't breathe, where your ribs hurt.
To this day, the guy, I'm still friends with some of the guys. We still talk about it.
Sparks.
Could you imagine you're sitting there and like, this guy just got bitten. It's funny to me because there are other guys like, I forgot about that. I'm like, how?
No.
How many times have you ever seen someone get bit in the face by a fucking alligator and you forgot that? Come on, man.
Mando. Oh, Mando. I'm a man using Mando. Yeah, I'm into it, man. I'm using this stuff, and it goes on smooth and dry, and it lasts for like 72 hours. It stops you from stinking up the room, wherever that room may be. I'm really digging it. It smells good. It's safe. It's not made with a bunch of crazy, weird aluminum chemicals. So try Mando, clinically proven to control odor better than shower soap. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor is about 5 out of 10. With Mando, the average grundle odor is level 0 out of 10. And all products, baking soda free and paraben free. Don't even know what that means, but just that word doesn't sound good. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, now customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Use the code Harland Highway at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide and free shipping. Shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Mando's got you covered with Deodorant Plus, Sweat Control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness.
And then I run into him years later.
Any scars?
True story. He's got little, not bad though, honestly, because we saw him on the team right after that.
Yeah.
You know, he's fucking little.
Yeah.
But I see him it's at the Inner Harbor at the time in Baltimore, and it's a little sports shop. And I walk in, and I'm like, oh my God, that's him. I'm pretty sure. And I walk up, I'm like, are you Sparks? And that's what I say in the when I tell him the joke. He's like, yeah. And I go, oh my God, dude, I was there that night. You got your face bit off by the alligator. He's like, he's doing this, you know. And I'm like, you don't tell anybody? He goes, no, dude. And I go, I tell everybody.
That's a badge of honor. That's Crocodile Dundee stuff.
Everybody. What do you mean, dude?
So what city was this?
Baltimore.
Yeah, there's no. According to any encyclopedia or Google, there are no native crocodilians in Baltimore.
Nothing.
Even though there are waterways, there are no crocodilians there.
No.
Oh, you got to love
those are razor teeth.
Oh, yeah.
They are razor blades. All of them in there.
So I literally, when I was in the Amazon, I was down in the Amazon, and
what are you doing in the Amazon?
I just went I went down there to explore.
Okay.
And the guys we were with, they had boats. We were out on the boat. There's the dry season in the Amazon and the rainy season. So the dry season, you could take your boat up the main Amazon River. The jungle's on each side, and there's the ground, the forest, the jungle.
Oh, I see. Okay.
During the rainy season, the rains expand so much, they raise so much, the forest is like 10, 20, 30 feet underwater. So now what once was jungle that you could walk through is now the water's up 3/4 up the top to the tops of the trees. So now you can take a motorboat all through the forest, if you can picture that. So we were out at night, and the guys had flashlights, and they go, watch this. If you see these orange dots glowing in the water, it's the eyes of the caiman, which is a subspecies of the alligator crocodile. They're a bit smaller. Jaguars actually hunt them. They jump.
I've seen that. They jump in the water and get them. They take them up in a tree and shit.
They're not. They're a smaller subspecies. So people go, oh wow, those jaguars can attack a crocodile or an alligator. But these are smaller cousins. But they're still. Some of them get big, 10 feet or whatever. So we were laying on the bow of the boat, and they'd sneak up, and I was literally like grabbing for caiman, trying to catch them. And I got a few in my hands. They squirmed away, but one of the guys got one and let me hold it.
What?
I'll put up a video of it. I'll put up a video right here to show you.
Caught a caiman on the Amazon River.
He's not kidding.
And that blood on his sleeve is not his. That's not helping.
Let me just feel his legs.
That's what she said.
You weren't scared about getting your hands ripped
Not at
off
all.
or
I love that stuff. I love adventure. I love, I'm not going to do coke
Listen,
and let
I'll
one
go
eat my
with you.
face.
I'll go with you, but I'll watch you do that.
Well, it's funny because I took my buddy with me, and he was the same way. And I said, dude, life is about experiences. And I said, take this damn caiman and hold it. Feel the world, feel the nature, feel the danger in your hands. And he did, and it's like a beautiful moment. But, I get it. People get scared of stuff.
Lost a hand. He ended up losing a hand.
He ended up losing a hand. Yeah, he lost
right.
his hand and sent it to Sparks. Speaking of being born, do you have dimples?
I do not have dimples.
When you smile? Not really. Well, enough with the Spark story.
Yes.
We gotta, because we always do this, we gotta get a story, because I think even though you lost your dad when you were, 16? Every time you've come here, no one has more colorful stories about their father than you. Every time you've been on here, you've laid down a gem.
That's nice.
Is there a father story? I don't know if you remember all the ones we've done
that's
here.
That's what I say. I don't want to repeat one.
I'll know if you did. Ones. But I think you owe us, I think Sickler, hold on. Sickler owes us a father story because they're so good. Like the things you went through with your dad, none of us went through this stuff. Give us a daddy story.
I've told this story. I don't know if I've told it here.
I'll know immediately.
The story about my brother and I cheating on our tests.
Yes, you told that one here.
Okay.
Is there a beating one? Is there a punching one? A drinking one? Is there one with a giant python or a snapping turtle? A crocodile?
Here's a good one. A snake one. I got a snake one.
There we go.
I do have
with your dad?
With my dad.
I knew there'd be one. You just have to dig a little. We found it. Go ahead.
All right. So we live in Maryland. At this point, we're out in Carroll County. We have a backyard, and my brother and I are twins, so we have to alternate whose turn it is to cut the grass.
Already laughing. Okay. I know this is going to be... why am I already laughing?
We have a snapper lawnmower, riding mower, the same riding mower that Patrick Dempsey drives in Camp I Me Love. Identical
that's
one.
A beauty.
Bag catcher on the back.
Oh, the best. Yeah.
It's, 9th grade. I'm 14, 15.
Yeah.
I'm in shape. It's summer. It's hot. I've got my shirt off. I'm driving the little
You're in
tractor.
soccer shape?
Soccer shape.
Oh, ripped.
Going around the backyard. I'm doing my square.
Yeah.
And we have a buddy of ours, Jeff, that lives about 3 houses up. But you can see the backyards.
Okay, yeah.
And I see my brother and him with a broom and a trash can below a pine tree, and they're just knocking this pine tree. And I know that there's a black snake. They're getting a snake. There's no doubt that the way they're standing and scared.
Wow.
And
it was in the tree?
It's in the tree.
Hello.
So I look up from a couple yards away, and they hold it up like this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I go back to cutting the grass. I've got my yellow Sony Walkman on, which you had one of the first ever.
Yeah. Good memory.
Thank you. I look up at our deck now, and there's my brother holding it there and acting like he's going to throw it on me. And I'm like, don't you fucking do it, you dick.
Your twin brother standing on the deck with a giant black snake.
At least 6 to 8 feet.
Whoa! What do we know the breed of snake? Do we know the species?
Common black snake. We
had
a bunch of them in.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Carry on.
So then they go away. I don't see him again. I go back. I've got the music on. I'm riding the little mower, and I go back under the deck again, and I feel something slap the back of my fucking neck, Harland Williams. And I look over, and there's a snake's face right here.
Come on.
And I'm not kidding you when I hit high as I could. I grabbed this fucking thing, scared it's going to bite me.
Yeah.
And I fucking throw it out in our yard, and it starts to try to get away, and I fucking put that blade down, and I did a U-turn, and my brother's like, don't you do it, you dick. And I rode over that snake. And I cut that motherfucker up into, I can't tell you how many pieces.
You fricasseed that snake.
And then I took the bag catcher off, and I dumped that fucking snake out, and I said, there's your fucking snake.
Wow. Snake anger. Black snake anger.
Now, my dad is not a fan of snakes either.
Oh, here we go.
And my brother starts to catch him and keep him in the house and shit. My dad's like,
what?
Stop fucking doing it.
He's keep like in a
terrarium.
What color were they?
Just black.
And they were in the terrarium?
It was the neighborhood we were in, Harland.
Okay, you were in a black neighborhood, black snakes.
Black snake neighborhood.
I got it. Yeah,
not black
snake neighborhood. Got it. White people, black snakes.
All people.
All snakes matter. Yeah.
All snakes matter. So
did the snake when it came out to go, what's up, player?
My brother was very into snakes. Like he'd go buy the baby mice and shit.
I loved
them.
Yeah,
he was very into snakes. And because of what he did, I was not, and my father was not a fan of these fucking things either. So my brother's catching him and keeping him in the house. My dad's getting pissed off. Well, one day, right out in front of our house, there's just a little sidewalk. You know those little houses. It's got a driveway and just a little walkway up to the front door. Well, there's a hole about this big, and my brother's out there insisting that there's a snake in there. And my dad's not having any more of it. He's like, well, if there's a snake down there, then maybe there's a nest of those motherfuckers under there.
Okay.
And I'm getting rid of them. And I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, what are you going to do? He's like, I'm pouring gas down that hole. I was like, you're going to pour gas straight down that hole? He's like, yup. And I was like, let me watch this shit. And my dad takes the old school metal gas can, a red one with some dents.
Yeah.
And he just pours gas. I mean, a lot of fucking gas down the hole under our walkway.
Oh.
And he's standing there shirtless like yourself.
Yeah.
And I stand way the fuck back. And he lights this fucking match and throws it in there. And I mean, it looked like a dragon was under there blowing. It got them all. He's like, shit. Burned them all up a little bit. I was dying laughing like that's the dumbest shit you could have ever.
That's like a Dukes of Hazzard episode right there.
He was so mad. He was losing his shit. Like, I'll show you, motherfucker. I'm going to burn these goddamn snakes. And then he ended up getting burnt. This shit made me laugh so fucking hard.
Wait, so the flame shot out at him?
Oh, yeah. Shot out at him. It backfired. Like, I guess poured out. And there's that little area now, just a little space with a little air.
So it had nowhere to go.
Draft. It fucking came up like it was a dragon in there. Like, it looked like a torch was shot out.
Did he burn his eyebrows off?
It got his chest hair, though. It got his chest hair. Good, really good. You could smell it.
Oh, you could smell that.
His nipples were a little more red than your pink ones, you know?
The smell of Robin Williams in the air.
Yeah.
Were you a sports guy?
Oh, yeah.
Did you love your dad?
Oh, yeah. My dad was the best.
Oh, good.
Not even any doubt.
Despite all the wackiness, you felt love in your heart for your dad.
Oh, my dad was everything. Like, he was the only parent that wanted us. Like, you know what I mean? He did everything for us. So, yeah. But he was fun as shit, too. Like, going crabbing with him, I miss those days. We take the boat out on the water and go catch crabs.
Blue crabs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a trot line. We run a trot line and get out there before the sun comes up. And
wait, a trot line is when you lay a line in the water and there's like baits every like 15 feet or something. And you pull it up.
Every 3 feet, Harland Williams. Every
3 feet.
From your nose to the tip of your middle finger.
Oh, wow.
3 feet. And we would all sit together and make this trot line. And we used whole lips. So my dad knew a waterman. He was a guy that made his living crabs. They were buddies. His name was Mr. Hollis, his name was.
Hollis.
And he lived across the Chesapeake Bay, just on the other side of the bay.
Yeah, I know the Chesapeake Bay.
And we would go see him, and he would use bull lips. So we had a butcher near us, and you just go get the, shit they're throwing away off these animals because crabs are scavengers. And we used bull lips in the 80s, which was way ahead of its time. And we would catch the shit out of crabs.
Wow.
And there's nothing like taking them from the water and going home and steaming them and eating them.
I've done it with the blues. I've caught the blues. The only thing I would say, it's a lot of work.
And so people say.
Like, because the blue crabs, they're hardy, but they're not like the big stone crabs or the dungarees or whatever you call them.
Dungaree crab.
Dungaree crab. Like, they're like...
Well, you got to get the bigger ones.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. And when you're catching them, you can control that. You're like, normally we would buy these. Fuck these. We're going home with these today, you know.
But even still, the blues are a bit of work. You have to catch about 4 or 5 to make one crab cake.
It's probably fair.
Yeah, it's a bit of work. And they've got kind of sharp edges, and you can cut your fingers.
You're getting cut.
So I did it.
You're getting Old Bay in those cuts.
Yeah, I did it about 2 or 3 times with the blue crabs, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go to Walmart. They have them in the freezer section. A lot easier. I don't need to bleed at Walmart.
They do. Yeah.
Speaking of love, my guy, I was out the other day. I was in some city, some town doing stand up. And you get recognized here and there, don't you?
Yes.
By people in the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking through, I'm on the street, and I look up and some girl, beautiful girl, she's doing this. She's giving me one of these. And I said to her, what is that? She goes, I love you, Harland. And I go, wow, that's nice, but it's a little bit personal. I don't really know you. For you to do this and say, I love you. And she said, well, I think it's important we express what we're thinking. And she was hot, and she's doing this, so I went, okay. And then I did this.
And then
this. And then she did this, and I said, no, thanks, I'm not into ass play, but thanks for asking. And then someone was watching and thought we were 2 deaf people, and they helped us across the road. It was just...
Helped them. Because deaf people can't see.
Yeah. So... Oh my God.
Harland, I have 3 hearing impaired cousins.
Oh God.
Severely hearing impaired, 3 of them.
Can't we, if they're that severely, can't we just say deaf?
They're pretty.
They
deaf.
can hear. They hear a little. Like
they're
out
hearing
of
assisted.
out of a 10, they're only hearing like 2.
I have one cousin that before she goes to bed, if she's staying at your place, she'll say, "Is there anything else you need to talk to me about? Because I'm about to take these out, and I'm not going to hear anything the rest of the night."
Her aides.
Yeah, her aides. But she's so
hearing
you'll
aids.
like this. So I did a show in Baltimore, and one of the cousins, there's 3 of them. She came and she's hearing impaired. Well, there's a disturbance at the back of the room that I can hear, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Neither do they.
And it's long enough that it's happening, and I finally go, "Hey, what's going on back there?" And I squint a little bit, and I see it's this lady, and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're ruining everybody's time
Yeah.
right now. And it keeps going, and the security guy's here. I go, "Will you please just go back there and see what's going on?"
Yeah.
He goes back, and he walks back up, and he goes, "It's your cousin." And I go, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
So then I start laughing, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, turns out the lady back there that's interrupting the whole show is my cousin." And they all start laughing. And then when I point her out and I say it's my cousin,
All right, the countdown is on. Holiday shopping season has begun. Uncommon Goods takes the stress out of gifting with thousands of unique, high-quality finds. Don't wait. The most meaningful gifts get scooped up fast. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and very often handmade or made in the U.S., crafted by independent artists and small businesses, making every gift feel meaningful and truly one of a kind. And I can vouch, as an artist who's sold my artwork, who's created artwork, it's always nice when you get something that's made directly by the artist or a smaller company where you got that love and attention and that craftsmanship and that originality. So this is what you're going to find at Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent business. With every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, listen to this, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. That's pretty cool. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Harland. That's uncommongoods.com/Harland for 15% off Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
she thinks now I'm acknowledging her presence. And so now she's and we're like, shut.
Right.
Like, she was so wasted, wouldn't stop.
Oh, she was wasted.
Had to throw her out, dude.
Yeah, because when you're hearing impaired,
think of that.
you're not talking like this because you can't register your volume. So you're not
I
getting
had to
another
have my own
drink.
cousin thrown out of the fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
I would have had her shot. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shot.
You don't talk in my show,
Another
Deafy.
one, her sister, she's a single mom.
Yeah.
I went over to visit them a few years back. And she goes, and she's living by herself. She's a single mom living by herself. She's the one that can't, if she takes them out, she can't hear shit.
Oh, if she takes her hearing aids out.
Nothing. It is silent.
Silent.
So
That might be nice.
she goes, go back to my bedroom. And I go back. She goes, sit on the bed. And I sit on the bed. And then she disappears and the bed starts vibrating. And I'm like, fuck, this is my cousin? What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck is that? Listen, that's your shit. I don't need to know about it. And she's like, asshole, that's my doorbell. And I said, wait, what? And she goes, yeah. If I'm laying at night and I can't hear anything, my bed will vibrate. And that lets me know somebody's ringing my doorbell. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know that existed.
That's ingenious.
You know what I mean? Thinking of like how you have to adapt to that world. And you're also a single parent with a child. He can hear. He can. She can't.
So somebody hits the doorbell, the bed vibrates. Imagine if someone hammered on the door, she'd probably blast into the ceiling
roof,
fan.
bro.
Holy shit. That's dangerous.
Through the roof, bro.
Wow. So that's 2 deafies.
And then they have their brother.
The third.
Now the girls
I feel like there's a fairy tale here somewhere.
the girls can hide their hearing aids with their long hair.
Yeah.
He can't. So he's always been insecure about wearing them.
Okay.
Because for a guy, it should, just and growing up in the 80s and 90s, they got
were
nicer.
big.
Yeah,
they were like the original
They're like
Walkmans.
these.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't want to wear them.
Yeah.
So he missed out on quite a bit of life. And we're talking to him and stuff, and he'd just be standing there. So I would have to tell friends of mine before they meet him, listen, my cousins are hearing impaired. If you're talking to them and they don't acknowledge you or they're just staring straight ahead, they're not being better than you or arrogant or they're just, and then my friends wouldn't believe me because we joke about everything all the time. Like, you'll see.
Oh, wow.
Gary ain't going to hear you say shit tonight.
Huh.
Jennifer ain't going to hear you say shit tonight.
Wow.
They don't read lips.
You know what's interesting now, and I don't know if you've seen these clips on YouTube, but they have corrective glasses, corrective surgery, corrective earpieces now where you'll see it on YouTube, people that have been deaf or mostly blind their whole life.
I've seen a lot of colorblind ones.
Or some even like their vision is so obscured they don't even know what their parents' faces look like. It's just a blur. And then you see on these YouTube where they put these instruments in their ear or they put something on their eyes, and you see these children and sometimes even adults they're seeing their parents' face for the first time. They're like, it's undeniable. It almost brings you to tears.
Oh, yeah, I love watching it. It's undeniable to see them just be like, whoa.
The wonderment and the joy. Because it's interesting, when we're born, when we're the little placenta blobs, we don't know because we plop into the world and all of it emerges, right?
Or have we been here before?
Damn it. Sickler.
We'll be right back.
Dude, I just...
Sorry to take you back.
I can't get my head around that shit.
Have you ever known a deaf person, a blind person?
Pardon me?
You ever been friends with a deaf or a blind person?
Come again?
Also, I'd like to. It also makes me laugh. I think about how we've course corrected over the years about not using, retard, things like this. But they used to call people deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yeah.
It's in Pinball Wizard.
Yeah.
That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. That used to be a descriptor for
He
people.
stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine, feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. That deaf, dumb, and blind. Yeah.
That deaf, dumb, and blind kid can fucking play some pinball.
Yeah.
You can't call somebody deaf, dumb, and blind anymore.
If they're playing pinball, you can.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They deserve it.
If their name's Tommy.
But my point was that when we come out, we are new, and so we segue into everything. If everything's working properly, our eyes are in focus, our ears are hearing, our brain, everything's functioning, and we just segue from 1 year old to 10 years old where we comprehend it all. But imagine if you come out at the beginning and you don't have the facilities the faculties of eyes and hearing, and then at 15 or 9 or 22, suddenly that switch goes on. It would just be like, it's got to be like a miracle to those people.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh,
no doubt.
God.
You never knew what a tree looked like.
Yeah.
You mean you want to look at this person right here in front of you too, but also I don't know what these books look. Everything is new. Everything is new. That'd be a wild experience at any age.
And
to be able to take it all in.
Yeah, and to see your own parents, like to know they were just this blurry voice, and then all of a sudden they come into focus at 15 or 10. That's overpowering.
That's wild. Yeah.
That's wild. Speaking of being born, do you have dimples?
I do not have dimples.
When you smile? Not really.
I feel like I have this hidden dimple here in
under
my
there.
chin, but my daughter has one.
Okay. Your daughter has dimples.
She's got
what
one
the
right in her
hell
chin.
are they? What
I
are
really don't know
dimples? Where do they come from?
I guess they're a birthmark of sorts. I really don't fucking know.
They're like these
genetic.
little indents.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel
little
almost
indents
like
in your
if I
face.
feel like if cellulite could climb up your back and onto your face, like these little divots.
Why can't they fill that in?
Well, no, why do they exist? I don't have them. Do I?
No.
Or do I?
Or do you?
I got me some dimples
You got
right
some
here.
dimples, bro.
I got some sweet, perky little dimple. By the way, areolis. These ones are small.
They're very small, yeah.
I got into the sack with Dolly Parton about 2 weeks ago. We were just hammerjacking all night. And I don't know if you've ever seen her areolis. They are the size of lily pads. I woke
Dolly
up.
Parton has big areola.
Huge.
Huh?
Huge size of lily pads. I woke up in the morning, there were bullfrogs sitting on her areola.
Just resting on
Just sitting there. You know how they sit, look around.
Yeah, look around.
We talked about a little earlier. You mentioned this, and it's stuck in my craw. You said we're getting older.
Yeah.
You get a little older, things start to change. On that note, on that perspective, my guy, is there something in life that always enchanted you, always enthralled you, and was like a high point or a piece of life that really like brought you fulfillment, but as you got older, it started to dim a little bit? The luster, the sheen of that thing wasn't quite as glorious as it was all this time you've been growing as a human.
That's a good question.
If you need to walk out for a second, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Actually, I would say maybe the holidays.
Oh, that's interesting.
People
Talk to me about that.
You know, the older you get, the less there are of these people at the holidays.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't thinking that, but yeah.
You know, and you
I
don't
thought
get toys anymore.
Right,
you know?
right.
It's like it all changes. And now you're responsible for the fucking holiday. And holidays are a little different than they were. I also think everywhere they are. Like, there was Christmas shit. I went to Petco on Halloween to get my dog a costume the day of Halloween.
No, you didn't.
Last minute, I was just going to throw a little costume on her just for the photo.
What'd you get her?
Well, they didn't have fucking Halloween costumes, Harland.
At Petco?
The lady said corporate came in today or yesterday and took all of our Halloween shit out, but you can go get our Christmas stuff, and that's different.
Oh, God.
Seeing Christmas up in November and shit like that is the massive what do you call it? Monetization of the holidays.
Yeah, the
over
consumerism.
The years. Yes, all of that has changed, and it's not as fun
you're
anymore
right. That's a
because of
very
that.
good one. I didn't know what you're going to say, but I sort of agree that kind of the magic, the luster of the holidays, maybe as you get older, it diminishes a little bit. But I also, to be the counter force to that, there's a part of me that it's sort of a part of my year that it always seems to elevate, that I think it maybe not be where it was when I was a kid, but I still feel an elevation that happens during Christmas mostly for me.
Now, for me, I'm on the other side as well because I have a daughter, so I get to have Christmas for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the other side where it's but that's new to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
how old is she?
She's 11, but I'm saying that's the last 11 years of my life. That's a newer thing.
Yeah.
And sports, Harlan. My daughter plays soccer or whatever. I want to fucking go out there and kick that goddamn ball around. I can feel it.
God. Were you a sports guy?
Oh, yeah. In my mind, I can still do all those things. Man, when I get that ball at my feet, I'm like, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
I just talked about this the other day.
Okay.
When's the last time, if you can think of it, that you ran full speed?
I can answer it.
Okay, but I mean full fucking speed.
I will
As
say
this machine can go.
2 weeks ago.
For what? What do you?
I play racquetball 3-4 times a week, and that ball careens and bounces around the court. And sometimes, like, picture someone playing tennis, and you're at the back of the tennis court, and your opponent does a drop shot right over the net, and you have to sprint full speed to get it before it, so you can get it. Well, with racquetball, same thing. If someone hits the ball off the back wall and it drops right at the wall, you have to sprint as fast as you can to get it so you can hit it back. So, in fact, probably quite a few times because I play a few times a week.
You're bragging now.
I'm bragging, yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm fast.
I haven't done that.
But I think what you're talking about...
Like a 50-yard dash.
Well, here's where we all become that person. You ready?
Shit just tears and pops.
But you know where we all become that person? This is where you can watch your neighbor, a senior citizen, a fatty, a skinny. You know where it is? The airport. You ever seen people when their flight's about to leave, their flight came in late and they got to get the connecting flight?
You ever known a deaf person, a blind person?
You'll see people that were not meant to run, even walk fast, sprinting.
Without luggage, and they got to run with
and they
shit.
got luggage.
Yeah.
They're not in the right shoes. They're wearing cork log rolling shoes. Some of them are in heels.
Hustling, you're right.
You will see people turn.
Someone
into,
should make an account of that. Just people sprinting through the airport.
Suddenly, these people that have no business barely walking are sprinting full tilt to gate 27 so they can get to Cleveland.
That's a
and
great
you got to
example.
imagine it doesn't end well for a lot of them.
If you make it, you're like,
yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if, I've never checked the stats on this, but I wonder if there's actually a statistic of heart attacks at airports from people having to do that, because that's quite common.
It's really difficult to go from zero to full sprint.
Well, especially when you're over a certain age.
That's what I mean.
And you haven't done it. Yeah.
Zero to everything you fucking have.
And by the way, some of those gates, like between gate 1 and gate 42, that's like now you're jogging a mini marathon.
Yep. It's far.
So you get Dan and Hazel from Cleveland who just wanted to go to Tahiti for a week. Now they're jogging in their cork shoes to gate 42. He's having a stroke. She's laying down, dragging herself like one of the living dead zombies by her claws to get to the gate. It's not pretty.
It's humbling.
Okay, so on the other side of the spectrum, is there something in this wonderful thing we called life, Ryan Sickler, that is the opposite, where it's something for most of your life you just kind of, it was in the doldrums, it was something that you didn't acknowledge that much, but now all of a sudden you're of a certain age. Are we allowed to say your age or no?
Yeah, 52.
52. So in your 50s, was there something in your life where all of a sudden you went, you know what? This thing I've just elevated this thing that I never really gave much notice to. I'm just curious if there's an opposite thing that brings you pleasure or entices you or stimulates you that maybe for your whole life you're like, oh yeah, car, I never liked vintage cars, but now I love it. I just wondered if there was something.
You ever known a deaf person, a blind person?
Yeah.
After the whole near-death experience, I would say, like, really going after my health became a thing.
Okay,
it was always something
that's
whatever.
it.
But now it's
That's
like,
it.
no. We're going to go get the Gallery cancer pre-screening test. We're going to go get a cardioangiogram, a CT, all of it.
Wow.
So I'm very into now my numbers and my measurements and yeah, my doctor told me for a 52-year-old male in the United States, I don't know. This isn't great.
Here we go.
My weight, height, all that stuff. I'm in the top, like 10% of men my age for my health numbers. Which again, I don't know how great that is.
Wait, good in terms of good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm also like this.
You look good.
This should not be top 10%.
Neither should this.
At 52.
But this is top
That's
3% right here.
Right there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say my health for sure. I've
that's
lost
the
30
thing.
pounds. I really got
You
into
look
it.
great. Yeah,
Thank you,
dude.
Harland Williams.
But that's what I mean. Like it was something that was just sort of there, and
I
all
do
of a
it
sudden
here,
it
there.
came up.
Now it's like, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Every time you come here, you've got a new special going, which I love. I love hearing about it because you're one of these prolific guys that
I've only had 2 specials. I'm not prolific.
Well, you have okay, I was wrong. You have 2 shitty old specials.
Some albums.
But you do have a new special that's just coming. Is it out or coming out?
It's out. It's already out streaming now on my YouTube.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
I don't want to give the kettle away with the kettle corn. But is there a bit? A lot of guys come on podcasts and go, I don't want to do a bit. You don't have to perform the bit, but is there a bit you can talk about on there? Because I always like hearing about what you put into your special. What do you got?
I have a bit that I think you'll resonate with.
Okay.
I have, again, my daughter's a Southern California kid, and there was a 2-week spring break they had, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing in 4th grade for that? We got to have 2 weeks off. And I'm talking to her about it, and I start doing dad math in my head, and I said, you know what? You're a Southern California kid. You don't get any real weather-related days out here. You know, it barely ever rains. You don't get snow days. So maybe this is their way of making it up.
Okay.
And she's like, what are snow days? And I was like, oh, Stella, snow days were the best. And I go into what would happen for us on snow days.
Yeah.
How you take a 2-hour delay, but you wanted that snow day, and what we would do on a Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning in the neighborhood and go play capture the flag deep in the woods, and all the hell we would raise and shit we did. And I tell a true story about tying my brother to a tree. And with
a snake?
I should have. So we had a rule on capture the flag. We'd have 5 against 5, and we'd go out into the woods, and you could take a hostage if you caught them.
Okay.
And we would tie you to a tree. You'd sit down on the ground, legs out, but we'd tie you to a tree and we'd hold you. And while we're doing that, there's a 2-lane double yellow line right below us, and we just decided it'd be great to start bombing cars. Wow. And we're fucking these cars up, Harland Williams.
With snowballs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I threw I threw a laser to hit this black beat up Ford Ranger pickup truck, and this dude fucking skidded to a halt.
Ooh.
Harlan.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Got out of the car and sprinted up that fucking hill. We all run and hide, but my brother's left out there tied to a fucking tree. Dude, it's such a great story. And this dude talks so much shit to my brother and then laces him with one. Bam, right in the fucking face, dude.
Damn.
And then left. An adult. We're kids. An adult.
Wow.
I tell that story.
This is on the new special?
It's on the new special, yeah.
Tell the folks before we get to our last bit, tell them, because I don't want to leave the promotion to the end. Tell the folks where they can find your special, what it's called.
It's called Live and Alive. It's streaming now on my YouTube. You can follow me on all social media at Ryan Sickler. Website's ryansickler.com. Go watch, support, like, comment, all that stuff. Tell me you came from the Harland Highway.
Yeah. And what's the name of it?
I said Live and Alive. Did I not say
Live
that?
and Alive?
Live and Alive is the name
I
of
guess
the
I was
special.
dead and dead while you were talking. Speaking of being born, do you have dimples
I do not have dimples.
when you smile? Not really. Buddy, you know our final segment.
Yes, sir.
It's called Words from a Wooden Shoe. You reach in there and see if it triggers a story from your journey. And you have more stories, I think, than any guest I ever have.
Breakup fight. I've got a great one.
Oh, here we go. Breakup fight.
Okay.
Clear the pipes.
This is a really good one, actually. I was in a relationship, gosh, this would have been early 2000s, that we shouldn't have been in. We did it for all the wrong reasons, and we're not getting along. And
Wait, what's a wrong reason? That's a big statement. Like we got into it, it's like, hey, I hate you. I hate you too. You want to have a relationship?
Well, the relationship wasn't the wrong reasons. We moved in very quickly. For
Got
the
it.
wrong reasons.
Okay.
I should make that clear.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was a
we
bit
did. Yeah, the
okay.
moving in quickly was
the wrong reason.
wrong
Got
reason.
it. Okay.
And we don't get along after a while, and things aren't going good. And it's one of those relationships you have to get out of. You got to get out of it. If you've ever had that one, you're like, okay, we both know we got to get out of this thing. So I finally get out of it. We have a big fight. I finally get out of it. And a friend of mine is coming to town from New York. Her name's Corey. And her boyfriend at the time was a comedian. And she and I worked together. She was in the New York office. I'm in the LA office on a writing gig. And so we knew each other. And she's like, hey, I'm coming to LA. She knew everything that was going on. She's like, why don't you somebody take you out to dinner on the company? We'll have a good time.
Nice.
I said, okay, great. So we meet at Koi on
the
Los
sushi
Angeles,
joint.
Sushi spot.
Yeah.
And I'm living at the Valley at the time in Sherman Oaks. So I drive my 1990 Honda Civic with original rims over. And I'm in a good mood, Harland Williams.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm getting out of this thing I need to get out of.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sad anymore. I'm like,
You're
it's
over
time.
it. Yeah.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
And I put on Sail On by Lionel Richie and the Commodores because it's one of the greatest breakup songs ever.
Sushi and Lionel Richie. What a night.
You ever known a deaf person, a blind person?
Yeah.
So I get over the hill. I meet Corey. I park. We have sushi. We have a great time. It's all on the house. And she says, I'm going to go get the car at valet. And I said, I'll meet you out there. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I go in the restroom. Swear to God, Harland Williams. I finish up. I'm washing my hands. And the fucking door opens up. And in slow motion walks Lionel Richie. And I can't get over it. I'm processing it from what I'm going through with the song and the relationship. Not that this is just Lionel Richie. And I never do this. But not only am I a little starstruck, I'm also like, what are the fucking odds? And
this is this close to deja vu almost.
I'm saying. And in a men's room, I go, Lionel Richie, like I fucking, and he looks at me, I go, I'm so sorry, dude. I go, I don't mean to accost you in a men's room, but you have no idea, dude. I was just listening to Sail On all the way over here. He couldn't have been nicer. Oh. He was so fucking cool and so fucking kind. This man had to go in to take a piss.
Did he give you one of these?
Lionel Richie. And he's letting me tell him everything. And he's talking to me and having a good time. Wow. I go outside and I meet Corey, and she's got the car pulling up or whatever. And we're saying goodnight. And out of nowhere, Lionel Richie walks out of the restaurant. Okay? And he says, good to see you, Ryan. Not nice to meet you. What? He says, good to see you. Like he's known me forever, Harland Williams.
Score.
And she looks at me and goes, what the fuck's that? And I was like, I've known Lionel Richie for years. And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. And all I said, you know what I said to say goodnight to him? I said, all right, Lionel. I just said that. All right. I didn't know what to say, and I've never seen him again.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Lionel. Yeah. That was it. That's what I gave him.
Like you were leaving work from the factory.
And it was a sign that was the right thing to do. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my breakup fight story.
That's a beauty right there. Well, buddy, tell them one more time where they can find you. To tell them about your stand-up comedy tour.
Live and Alive. My new, oh, hell yeah. Streaming now on my YouTube. Go check it out. Follow me on all social media. Ryan Sickler, RyanSickler.com. Check out the Honeydew. Go start with Harland's episodes. Check out the Wayback. Start with his episodes. He's a multi-return guest.
Yeah.
And you'll see me out on the road in 2026. Tickets are at RyanSickler.com.
Folks, get out there. See Ryan. Check out his new special on YouTube. And folks, thanks for being here today. If you get a chance, be nice to your nipples. You want one more?
One more.
Ah!
Yeah, baby.
I'm lactating. That's it for now. Until next time, a chicken, a chow mein, a baby. Ow.
Sorry, buddy. I've got excited.
Hey everybody, how would you like your very own personal video message from me, yours truly? It's your birthday, it's your anniversary, it's your graduation, or you just want me to make you laugh? You get to pick the topic you want me to discuss, give me some talking points, and off we go. You can get it for yourself or get it for a friend. It's super easy and fun. Just go to the Cameo app on your phone or to cameo.com. And I record a custom video made just for you or your loved one. Your very own personalized Harland.